Okay, welcome. We're going to try to do a little more of this modern Hebrew. And as you know, we have finished Unit 1, and now we are working on the beginning of Unit 2, which is Lesson 17. I counted up the videos that I did just to get through Unit 1, and I believe I got just under 50 videos. So that's 50 hours, almost dedicated to just Unit 1. And for those of you who don't know, Unit 1 has, if you look at these units on here, we're in Unit 2. It goes all the way to Unit 8. So if the amount of videos that I've done for Unit 1 extrapolates to the general number per unit in the future, we could be having, could be, let's say 45. So that's 100, 200, 300. That might be 400 videos if by the time I get done. That's a lot of videos, but it should cover just about everything in this book. And I'm enjoying going through this material, and I hope that you guys are too. So we're going to continue here, Shiur 17, Lesson 17. Okay, and we did this little discussion the last time around. We did this nechon or lo nechon, true or not true. And now we have she'elot v'teshuvot. So questions and answers. So basically, a lot of this is reading comprehension in Hebrew. It's not just trying to figure out, what a line of Hebrew says. This is more than that. It's making you think, well, what is going on in the story, and forcing you to write and to do things like that. So we're just kind of laboring through it little by little. And so let's continue here. We have she'elot v'teshuvot. Get my pen handy. Okay, so she'elot, we have questions, v'teshuvot, and answers. Okay, so this number 1 we're going to work on here. It looks like they give us the teshuvot, which is the answer. So we got to figure out what the question is. Okay, so the answer is Ken, Hem, Ovdim. Yes, they are working. Yes, they are working. And so it looks to me like these exercises are following the same pattern based upon this story here. Okay, and now I think there was a question here where it was asked whether or not Ron's parents were working. And I think, hu oved b'bayit hahorim asadeh. Okay, let's see here. So what we're just going to put in there is the question, are your parents working, or what are your parents doing? But I think that was in here somewhere. Okay, so we have Mahi Osei, what does she do? And then Ron says, Ima Shalihi Minachel, I think it's Menachelet, yeah, Menachelet, Beit Sefer. Okay, so she is a principal. So we have Ima Sheli, my mother. She, Minahelet, is a principal, Beit Sefer, in a school. Okay, and then Yael says, V'zeh Abba Shelcha. And what does your father do? This is V'zeh, and what? And this, or it says, and this is your father? And Ron says, yes. Who Nachmadad Nachon. Okay, so Abba Sheli, who Rofe, he is a doctor. So if you were to answer this question here and put give an answer that's right here, and then you would come up with a question that would fit that, we would have to fit both the ima and the abba together in the question. So ken hem ovdim. So yes, they are working. So if the question could be, are your parents working? So hahorim. So it might be something like hahorim. Let's see. How about hahorim shali ovdim? Hahorim shali ovdim. Let's try it. Hahorim shali ovdim. Let's see. How about this? Ma. That's why do your parents work? Are your parents working? Okay, hahorim shalka. That's right, shalka. Your ovdim. Okay.
ההורים שלך עובדים.
Yeah, okay. So let's put hahorim in there. So that's the parents. I put the holem in there to give that O sound. Hahorim and then shelcha. We're going to use a hafsafi, and you might see a patak in there, but you're not going to see that in modern Hebrew. I'm just adding that in there. And ovdim. Okay, so hahorim shalcha ovdim. Are your parents working? And here's the answer. Ken hem ovdim. Yes, they are working. Ken hem ovdim. Yes, they are working.
כן, הם עובדים.
Okay. All right, so let's double check that. We should have hahorim shalka ovdim. And we'll see what they have for their answer key here. Oh, look at this. They did something a little more elaborate. Ha'im hahorim. Let's see, ha'im. Let's see, ha'im hahorim. Parents shel ron obedim. Look at how they drew this out. So they have ha'im hahorim shel ron obedim. Yeah. In other words, they drew it out to be like, do Ron's parents work? Okay, so this ha'im here, it's kind of like do hahorim, the parents shall belonging to Ron ovdim. Do the parents belonging to Ron work? But either one of those should work. But it looks like they have made this a little more elaborate than perhaps I had put on there. Get rid of that. All right. So let's take a look at number 2. Ha'im ima. So does the mother shel ron, belonging to Ron, is she a teacher? Mora. So ha'im ima shel ron mora. Is she a teacher? So if you notice up here in the discussion, let's see. Notice this is the answer right here. Ima shel he. In other words, Ima belonging to her Ekmada Beit Sefer. Okay, so my mother, she is a principal in a school. Or minhelet, that's what it is, minhelet. That's principal right there. So in answer to the question, I wish I could copy this. I don't know if it'll let me copy it or not. We'll see. Okay, so Haim Imashelaron Mora. So let's see, does the mother belonging to Ron, is she a teacher? Let me double check something here. Yeah, the mother, Haim. That's right. Haim Ima. In other words, Haim Ima. It's almost like a doubling effect here, isn't it? Because we have Haim Ima Shelaron. Yeah, that's right. How or how come the mother belonging to Ron, is she a teacher? So is the mother belonging to Ron a teacher? I think that's the best translation we can get out of that. And the answer is going to be low. Ima Shelaron is a principal, right? So low, Ima Shelaron. Let's see. If I can come up with this low, Ima Shelaron, and it's going to be Minahelet Beit Sefer. Minahelet Beit Sefer. Yeah, that's right.
לא אמא של רון מנהלת בית ספר.
Okay, so let's put that in there. So the question is, Haim Ima Shelaron Mora. So does the mother belonging to Ron, is she teaching? Is she a teacher? The question is low. The answer, right? The she'elot. The she'elot is low. I get a better. Okay, Ima shell and Ron Minahelet. That's principal, right? Minahelet. Feminine principal. Okay, so lo Ima Shelaron Minahelet Beit Sefer. Let's see here. We're running out of space here. Okay, so so this is what I have for my answer. The answer is no. The mother belonging to Ron, she is a principal in a school, according to the reading. Now let's see what they decide to put in their answer. Notice this, they just put he there. Lo, he minahelet beit sefer. Okay, so you can put it that way too. You don't have to actually write out the mother belonging to Rome. You could just say she is a principal. Lo he minahelet beit sefer. Look at that. She is a principal in the school. Okay, number 3. So we have number 3. We have the teshuvot. We have the answer, but we don't have the she'elot. We don't have the question. So what is the the answer, Hu Oved, he works Babayit Haholim. Now this, remember, this is, I think this is, I think it's Babeit Haholim, or it could be Baveit Haholim. Baveit Haholim.
בבית החולים.
Yes, Baveit.
בבית החולים.
That's right. This loses the dagesh here. So Hu Oved Baveit Haholim. So loses that. Okay, so he is working in a house of sickness, essentially. Hadassah. In other words, in Hadassah Hospital. He's working in Hadassah Hospital. So the question to that answer would be like, what does your father do? Perhaps something like that. Yeah. So it's like Ma Oved. Let's see, let's see, how about this one? Ma Oved Abba Shali. Okay, it's gonna be Shoka. 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 Okay. Yeah, what does your father do? Okay, I think that'll work.
מה עובד אבא שלך?
So what does your father do? And then here's the answer. Hu Oved, he works Baveit Haholim, in a house of sickness, Hadassah, the name. So it's like a hospital, Hadassah Hospital. That's essentially what that's saying. So let's put this, now we could put asking like from the third person, or it could be maybe what they're looking for is like, what does Ron's father do? Well, I'm just going to put, what does your father do? Ma'oved Abba Shelcha. Okay, so Ma'oved Abba Shelcha. So what does your father do? Here's the answer. Hu Oved Baveit Haholim. So he works in a hospital by the name of Hadassah. That's the name of the hospital. Hadassah Hospital. So let's see what their answer is. Okay, so now look at how they've answered this. Here's the answer. Hu Oved Baveit Haholim Hadassah. So here, look at their question. Apho, they use Apho. Apho Abba Shelaron Oved. Now this is truly from the third person. I guess I was doing it from the second person. What does your father do? That's like from the second person. But they're asking it from the third person, Apho Abba Shelaron Oved. So where does the father belonging to Ron, in other words, Ron's father, where does he work? And the answer is Hu Oved Baveit Haholim Hadassah. He works in the Hadassah Hospital. Okay, so let's look at this one here. Looks like that we don't have the shalot, but we do have the teshubo. So ki, he, od. Okay, so let's see. Ki, he, od, yelda, ketana. I think that is, I think that's not, that can't be the who one. Ki, he, od, yelda, ketana. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's not the who one. The who one is me. This is ki. It means because she is still a little girl.
כי היא עוד ילדה קטנה.
Yeah, because she's still a little girl. So what kind of question could we fashion to match that answer? So remember, this has to do with that little what's that little girl they had? It's this one right here. It has to do with this girl. And remember that they said that she was in Gan. Let's see, what was it? It was Gan Yeldim, which is so here's Roan answering the question. Lo hi od katana. No, she is just a little girl. She's still very little. He holachet legan yeladim. Okay, so she is going to kindergarten. Legan yeladim is kindergarten. Okay, so then in answer to this one here, ki hi od yelda katana, because she is a little girl. So the question would be why? It would almost be like a why question. Why doesn't she go to school? Like, why doesn't she go to school? Something like that. Because we have to fashion something that will match the answer because it's a justifying thing. Okay, so we're going to use lama. Okay, so lama, so it's like lama. So why? She, that's she. Lo, why does she not holaket go to school? And labayit safer. And then we need to put hasafer here. Okay, so lamahi lo holachet labayit safer. Okay, so why does she not go to school? And the answer here, look at this. Because she is because she's a very little girl, yelda katana. Let me double check that od. Kihi od yelda katana. Kihi od yelda katana. Yeah, because she's still a little girl.
כי היא עוד ילדה קטנה.
Yelda.
כי היא עוד ילדה קטנה.
Yeah, because she's still a little girl. So this is still. So od is still. Okay, it's because she's still a little girl. So let's see what their she'alot is to that teshuvot. Look at that. I did get the lama right. Lama hagit lo holeket lebayit safer. They actually put, I put he in there for she, but they literally put her personal name in there. Lama hagit lo holeket lebayit safer. So why does hagit not go to school? And here's the answer. Ki hi od yalda katana. Okay, because she is still owed yalda, a child. She's a little girl. Katana is like small child because she's still a small child. Okay, now number 5, we have so we have the she'alot for number 5. Mi nimsa tamid b'yahad. Okay, so who is located tamid b'yahad? Okay, tamid. I know the biyahad means to in togetherness. Mean names tamid biyahad. Yeah. Meme named sa. Okay, so tamid, this is always. Looks like tamid, me nimsa tamid bayahad. So who is always together?
מי נמצא תמיד ביחד?
Yeah, who is always together? Okay, so remember in the story, it's these two kids right here, Hagit and this boy here, which as we find out in the story, is not really part of the family, but he's a friend and he lives with them. And let's see, what is the name of that boy again? Tal. Yeah, there we go. Ron says Zeth Tal. Talahu, let's see, Haver. He is a friend, Shel Hagit. He is a friend belonging. In other words, he's Hagit's friend. So this is Tal, and this is Hagit. Okay, so in answer to that question down there, we have Mim Nimsa Tamid Bayahad. So who is always together? So the answer would be, let's see here, Hagit Vital Bayahad. Tamid Bayahad. Let's try that. Hagit Vital Tamid Bayahad. Yeah. Okay, Hagit and Tal are always together. That's right. Hagit Vatala Tamid Bayahad. Okay, so we could put the name of the girl, remember, is Hagit. That's a horrible Gamel, but okay, and then Vatal, let's see here. Vatal, to me, are always and then together is Bayahad, in togetherness. Okay, so Hagit Vatal Tamid Bayahad. So that's the question is me Nibsa Tamid Bayahad. Who is always who's always located together? It's kind of like who is always located together, but who is always found together? And the answer is Hagit Vatal Tamid Bayahad. So let's see what their answer is for number 5. Okay, so me nimsa tamid bayahad. So who is always located together? Here it is, Hagit Vatal. Look at this, nimsaim. So I forgot that one. I should have put that one in there where it's like located, where they are in proximity to one another, to make that proper. So nimsaim tamid bayahad. So they are always located together. And why do they use nimsaim? Because we're talking about Tal and Hagit. So you can't just use nimsa in the singular sense. You have to use it in the plural sense. So you're using, instead of nimsa, using nimsaim here. Okay, I'll try to remember that the next time. All right, number 6. Oh, look at this one. We got a these ones right here. These might be questions for the reader and the one who's doing the exercises. So man at let's see, has these ha semik Batikikoyot. Let's see. Batikista. I wonder what that is. Let's take a look at that. Someone et hasmikiot. Batikaneset. Okay, but Batikaneset. Yeah, mark the hasmikiot. Hasmikiot. That's got to be a different. That one right there is tricky. It looks like Sami. Yeah, okay. Hasmi koyot. Okay. Mark the credentials.
סמן את הסמיכויות.
Hasami. Sami koyot.
סמן את הסמיכויות.
Yeah, Sami koyot. That's a tough one. Let's see here. Use a tet. Cool. Samic and a tet. Okay, mark the credentials in the text.
סמן את הסמיכויות בטקסט.
Oh, but text. Okay, that's a transliteration right there. But text. That's a transliteration of the English word text. In the text. Okay, so saman et hasamikiot. Now that word there, that's actually the first I've seen that word.
הסמיכויות.
Hasamihoyot.
הסמיכויות.
Hasamihoyot.
הסמיכויות.
Hasamihoyot.
הסמיכויות.
Hasamihoyot. And it looks like actually that's not correct. It's only got one in there. Huh. Okay, hey samic mem yod kaf holem. Okay, let's try that one. It could be the construct state. I bet you it's the construct state.
הסמיכויות.
Hasmikoyot. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what they're going at now. The construct state. Hasmikoyot. So this one right here is what was stumping me. Hasmikoyot. Mark the construct state. So this is saman et hasmikoyot, but text, in the text. Okay, and then let's see here. Shana kal samikot. Okay, so Shana kal samikot. Lamiyoda. Let's see here. Shana. Let's just call. That's got to be all. It means all or every. Well, I tell you what, I ran into a tough one here. Change any adjacencies. Shanat kol semikoyot.
שנה כל סמיכות.
Semikot. But this looks like, yeah, semikot. Lemiyoda. Lemiyoda. No. Okay, and then wow, I've never been stumped on an exercise like this, but you're learning actual grammar, you're learning actual English, you're learning Hebrew grammar titles. That's what you're learning. Hebrew grammar titles. That's what's in this book. Okay. So change all the, let's see, this would be the constructs. Amioda. Oh, I know what we did. How about that? Change all the constructs. Lamioda of. Okay.
שנה כל סמיכות למיודע ולרבים.
Yeah, Lamioda
שנה כל סמיכות למיודע ולרבים.
ulerabim.
שנה כל סמיכות למיודע ולרבים.
Lamioda velerabim.
שנה כל סמיכות למיודע ולרבים.
Okay, so change all the constructs, Lamioda, to the informed and the many. Okay, so it must be, let's see what we have over here. Dugma, this is illustration. So we have Beit Sefer, Beit HaSefer. So it's got to be, you're making it definite. And then Bati Sefer. Okay, so this is an illustration. Let's see here. Beit Sefer, this is like a school. Beit HaSefer is the school. Bati Sefer. I think that Bati Sefer. No, Bati Sefer. I think it's my daughter's school. Or book. My daughter's book. Yeah, Bati Sefer.
בתי ספר.
Okay, that's multiple schools. So this is plural. Bate Sefer, school, and Beit HaSefer is the school. Beit HaSefer.
בית הספר.
Okay, so the school. So that's definite. And then Beit Sefer is just Beit Sefer. Yeah. Beit Sefer, school.
בית ספר.
Okay, so this is indefinite. So that's what's in the dugma. That's the illustration. Okay, so let's see what they've got down here. Katuv o sefer. So write, or let's see, or the book about. Now this katuv, it has to do with katuv o sefer al ha mishpaka. Yeah, write or tell. That's right. Katuv. It normally comes from writing, but I guess in this case it's telling. Write or tell. Or tell. Katuv o sefer al mishpaka, about the family, about your family. Shalka lafi tamuna. Shalka lafi talmuna. Let's see. Oh. Write or tell. Okay. Katuv o sefer al hamishpaka shalka lafi talmuna. I think that tamuna is a picture.
כתוב או ספר על המשפחה שלך לפי תמונה.
Yeah.
כתוב או ספר על המשפחה שלך לפי תמונה.
Okay, so katuv, so write or tell, sefer, Allah hamishpaka, about the family, about your family, shalka, lefi tamuna. In other words, according to, lefi is like according to tamuna, according to a picture. Okay, so we have Hashem, let's see, Hashitma b'milim. Hashitma b'milim. Okay, nope. Wow. Hashitma. Hashatma. Hashatmash. There we go. Hashatmash. There we go. Hashatmash.
השתמש.
Hishtamesh. Look at that one. That's a new one.
השתמש.
Hishtamesh. Use. Bamilim. Use words. Hishtamesh.
השתמש.
Hishtamesh. Or apply.
השתמש.
Or apply words.
השתמש.
Hishtamesh. Okay, so write or tell about your family. Shelka lefi tamuna. In other words, using according to pictures, and use your no. In other words, use words. Okay, so they're asking. Basically, they're asking. Looks to me like for this number 2, they're asking everyone to come up with a picture like this, and then to point out words. Like, in other words, of their family, okay? And so, you know, you point your dad out, you point your mom out, maybe you got a sister, maybe you got a childhood friend, I don't know, maybe you even got a dog, okay? So then, and to put labels on there, essentially. That's what this is here, number 7. Katuv o sefer al hamishpaka shakal lefi tamuna, with pictures. According to a picture. Heshtamesh, look at that word, heshtamesh. Use or resort to or apply the words, bamilim, apply the words. In other words, apply the labels on there. Now, these here, if you look at the answer key, these could have multiple variables. Let's take at this, let's see here. This ends at, okay, so they have number 6 here. Oh, I see. But then number 7 and number 8, they could be anything. So they're not going to put an answer key on there for you. This is just your own exercise. Okay, so but this one right here, look at all these that they've got. So all the different variables, like Beit Sefer, you could put Batim Seferim. How about that? Batim Seferim. Let's see if that's listed in there. Batim Seferim. Yeah. That's like book houses. Yeah.
בתים ספרים.
Okay, about how about Batim HaSeferim? Batim HaSeferim. No, HaSeferim. Yeah. HaSeferim. There we go. The bookstores. Okay.
בתים הספרים.
Okay, the bookstores. And then this one would be, let's see, agree. Bati Sefer. Let's see here. That's an interesting thing here. So let's look at all the variations. I guess we could just look at the variations. Okay, so here's the variations. Minhalet Bet Sefer. Minhalet. So this is like the principal. Here's Minhalet. The principal Bet Sefer. He's the principal of a school. Minhalet Bet HaSefer, the principal of the school. So this is the principal of a school, Menhelet Bet Sefer. And here is Menhelet Bet HaSefer. And I think it's Menhelet. That's how you pronounce it. Menhelet. Yeah, but it's should be the principal. Yeah, menahelet. Menahelet. That still is, it can also be translated as manager or headmistress.
מנהלת.
Yeah.
מנהלת.
Okay, so menahelet. So that's what they want you to do here. Okay. So we have menahelet bet sefer. So that's the principal of a school. Here's menahelet bet hasefer. That's the principal of the school. Menahelot bet sefer. Those are principals of a school. Looks like there might be more than one. Menahelot bet hasefer. Those would be the principals, plural, of the school. How about this down here? Bet sefer. This is the school. Bet hasefer. This is school. Simply bet sefer is a school. Bet sefer. I'll come now. Bet sefer. Yeah, a school.
בית ספר.
Beit sefer. And then if you put Beit hasefer, Beit hasefer. Yeah, the school.
בית הספר.
Yeah, Beit hasefer. That makes that definite. Bati sefer. I think those are schools. Bati sefer. Yeah, that's right. Just simple schools. And then if you put Bati hasefer, that makes it definite. That's the schools. Bati sefer. Notice how it condenses. It changes from batim, or let's see. Yeah, batim is houses, and in the construct state, it condenses down. So basically, outside of the construct state, the word for houses is this here. Look at this. But that gets X'd out in the construct state because it's connected to hasefer. Look at that. So then it's just bet tav yod. This mem gets X'd out. Okay, how about this one? Beit holim. Okay, so this is a hospital, essentially, house of sickness. Here's Bet haholim, the hospital. Notice the hey there. That makes that definite. Bati holim. These are hospitals. That's indefinite. Just hospitals. How about Bati haholim? That is the hospitals. Notice the definite right here, the hey, the definite. Okay, now we have gan yildim. Yildim would be like kindergarten. I think that's yeah, kindergarten. Gan ha-yeladim is the kindergarten. That's definite. Look at this here, gani yeldim. That's like kindergartens. Because that's in the construct state. I bet you it does the same thing. I bet you ganim. Ganim. Yeah.
גנים.
Yeah, literally in Hebrew, the word for kindergarten means garden of children. Garden of children. All right, so in other words, look at this here. Gani. So basically, when you put it together with children, it reduces down in the construct state. So what is the normative state? This right here. Ganim. And what happens if you add it to an adjective or a descriptive noun? Guess what? This mem sophie gets X'd out, and it becomes gani yeldim. Okay, gani yeldim. Okay, so now we have kindergartens, and how about gani ha-yelidim? The kindergartens now. Okay, so that's what they were looking for. I was having a little bit of difficulty trying to figure out what in the world are they trying to accomplish here, but that's all in this right here. Saman et hasmi koyot, but text. So In other words, use all of the construct forms in the text. Shana, kul, semikot. Okay, so change all the construct forms. Lamioda to, in other words, to, this looks like definite or indefinite, and then also to singular or plural. That's essentially what I think is they're going for here. The definite or indefinite, and then velarbim to plural or in singular. All right, so this one right here, draw your own picture. You guys can do that yourself. Let's see what they have here. Hana zeh zot ela. So hahorim shali. Okay, so Hana. This looks like an example here. This is the proper name, Hana. And let's say now, depending on whether you're a woman or a man, for me it would be actually for Hana it would be Zot. Yeah, Zot. It would be for a woman, Zot probably. Hahorim Shalim. This is my family. Well, no, I think it would be this. I think it'd be this one. Zeh Hahorim Shalim. This is my family. Let's see. Ha'ak Akatan Shali. Okay, so the brother, in other words, my smaller brother. Let's see here. Ha'akot Agadolah Shali. So here is my sister. Look at that, my sister, my larger sister. So we have Hagadolah. And here is Ha'akot. This is sister here. The larger sister to me, in other words, my older sister. Ha'kelev Shali, there's my dog. And Shali is my dog. Okay, let's say Ha'hatul Shali. Take a look at that one. Ha'hatul Shali. Okay, let's see here. Ha'hatul. Ha'hatul. Okay, that's right. That's the cat one, Shilhi. Yeah, my cat.
החתול שלי.
Ha'hatul Shali.
החתול שלי.
Okay, so basically, looks to me like these are like the labels that they are asking you guys to use on this exercise right here. And basically on this exercise, they're asking you to take a picture of your family and put these labels on there. Okay, all right. Let's go down here. Let me double check my time. I feel like I've used a lot of time. Oh, let's see here. Oh, yeah, I've got 54 minutes, but I'm going to try to get through this reading. Okay, so we have Hana Po Zeh. Actually, this up here, this Hana might not be the proper name. Now that I think of it. But it does show up as a proper name. Hannah. And we have Po, I think means here. Yeah.
פה.
Yeah, that's right. And then Zeh means this. Okay, so let's take. Oh my goodness, look at this. Though both Hana and Po means here, they are used differently. Okay. and have slightly different meanings. Wow, isn't that confusing? That word Hannah is a proper name. It could be used as a proper name like Hannah, but it could also mean here, but it's in different uses. Po refers to the location or presence of some object or entity. It generally follows the subject in nominal sentences or the verb in verbal sentences. Okay, for example, Adon, this looks like Taburi, Oved Po. So Mr. Taburi, probably. Adon Taburi, Oved Po. Yeah, Mr. Taburi, Oved Po. Mr. Taburi works here, okay? How about this one? A telephone, Shali Po. In other words, is my telephone here? Notice this ha telephone. That's a transliteration of an English word, and Shali means mine, possessing to me. And then Po, is my telephone here? Okay. Now we've got number. Here's an answer. Efo ha'achot shelka. So where is your sister? Where is your sister? Ha'achot. That looks like ha'achot shelka. Where is your sister? Answer. He lo po. She is not here. Where is your sister? Let's take a look at that one. Efo ha'achot shelka. Come on. Ha'achot. Yeah, where is your sister? That's right.
איפה האחות שלך? איפה האחות שלך?
Yeah, Efo ha'achot shelka. So where is your sister? And the answer is he lo po. She is not here. Okay, so Hannah. Is it Hannah? Is it Hannah? Is it Hina? It's hard to know. But maybe if we can get it into a sentence, we can figure it out. Hina ha'kafe, bahina ha'ugot.
הנה הקפה.
Hine.
הנה הקפה.
Okay, so this is probably Hine, not Hannah. Hine. It's almost like oh, come now. Almost like Hine, like that. Kind of like two E's in there. Hine. Okay, so that's what that is. Isn't that something? So hine is used at the beginning of a sentence to present an object or a person, whereas po refers to the location or presence of some object or entity. So look at the slight differentiation here. Hine is used at the beginning of a sentence. So then that gives me a new insight into this right here. Hine, that's not Hannah, it's Hine. So where, but still though, where is this, where are these Hahorim Sheli? Where are, I don't know, I think, yeah, I think this is Hannah, maybe. But that's a little confusing still. So I'm just going to move down here. I might have to ask one of my Hebrew experts exactly what that's about. It's always good to have friends that are studying Hebrew with you. Okay, so I'm almost certain this is hine, is used at the beginning of a sentence to present an object or a person. In this respect, it is similar to the word zeh. However, whereas zeh relates to a new fact, for example, zeh let's see, Hamisrad Hahadash. So this is the new apartment. I think that's Misrad is apartment. Zeh Hamisrad Hahadash. Oh, it's office. That's right.
זה המשרד החדש.
Yeah, Zeh Hamisrad Hahadash. So this is the new office. And then this one right here, Zot Hamora LaFizika. So it's in other words, this is the physics teacher. Zot Hamora LaFizika. Yeah, this is the physics teacher.
זאת המורה לפיזיקה.
Okay, okay, so that relates to a new fact. Hine presents something previously discussed or familiar. Okay, interesting. Presents something previously discussed or familiar. So here is Bakita. Bakita. Classroom, that's right.
בכיתה.
All right, so classroom, Bakita. Okay, here's the she'alot. This is the question. Eifo hamora. So where is the teacher? And here is the teshubot, the answer. Hine hu. So what would that be? He is here. I guess it'd be like he is here. Hine hu. Hinehu. Yeah. Yeah, he is here. Here he is.
הנה הוא.
Yeah, Hinehu. All right. Okay, so here's Babayit Hakafe. Okay, so this is the coffee house. I don't think it's it might be Babayit Hakafe. Babayit Hakafe.
בביתי הקפה. בביתי הקפה.
Oh, come now.
בבית הקפה.
Yeah, Baveit.
בבית הקפה.
Okay, that's right. It's Baveit Hakafe. So in the coffee house. So here's the she'alot. The question. Hine Hakafe. So the coffee is here, but Hine Ha'ugot. Or I think it's Ha'ugot, which is cakes. So it's like, here is the coffee and here are the cakes. Hine Hakafe v'hine Ha'ugot. Yeah, here is the coffee and here are the cakes.
הנה הקפה והנה העוגות.
Yeah, Ha'ugot. Okay, and then, so here's the coffee and here are the cakes. And what is the answer? Toda Rabba. Look at that. So it's almost like a statement of fact. Here is the coffee and here are the cakes. And then the answer, look at the tissue boat here. Toda Rabba. Thank you very much. Interesting. I really, this is very interesting here. Still lends a little bit of confusion, I think, to this right here. So here is this Zot Ela. These are Hahorim Shali. These are my family. Okay, yeah, Hine. That's got to be Hine. So in other words, if you're constructing a picture that's got your mom, your dad, your son, or your brother, your sister, your pet, whatever. Okay, so then you would use the word Hine and point out to these different people. For example, here is me. In other words, Zeh me. Let's see, how is it? Here I am. Yeah. Hine ani. That's right. Here, in other words, if you would point to you and you would say Hine ani, here I am in the picture. And then you would say Hahorim Shali, this is my family. And then you would say Ha'ak Hakatana Shali. So here's my younger brother or my smaller brother, Hakot Hagadolah Shali. So it's like Hakot Hagadolah Shali. So here is my older or larger sister, I guess. Hakelev Shali, this would be my dog, and Hachatul Shali would be my cat. Okay, so this has got to be Hine, not Hannah. So I was confused about that. But anyway, I corrected it. So, okay, so this is Hine and Po. So we got Hine, Po, and Zeth. This. Wow. So that's going to take a lot of practice for me to figure that out. It's used at the beginning of a sentence to present an object or a person. In this respect, it is similar to the word Zeth. So in other words, instead of saying this, you're saying here is such and such. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this right here. Hine mato, oh, look at this. Hine mato buma naim sheverakim gam yachad. Look at that. There's Hine mato right there. That song. Okay. Look at this. Tahilim kol gemil aleph. Let's take a look at that. Tahilim. Oh, come now. Tahilim. Yeah, that's Psalms. Look at that.
תהילים.
And this is, you know what this is? This is where this is found in the Bible. And it's, behold how good it is, how good and pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together. Let's take a look at this. Okay, that's in Psalms 133. Psalms 133, verse 1. Okay, so we got Tahilim, call. Let's see here. This call is probably, it has to do with Gemel and then Aleph. Probably that, I bet you that's a verse. And this Gemel is probably called Gemel. Could be like 100. Let's see what 133 looks like. Oh, come now. I want to see. Oh, come on. 133. Okay, Ma'ashelomim Veshalim. Okay, so this, I'm still, not sure what this is. But this looks like the first verse because it's Psalms 133, verse 1. And here it is. Hine matov. Oh, how good. Here is how good. Oh, how good. Oh, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in unity. Hine matov naim sheverakim gam yachad. And that is definitely from Psalms chapter. Psalms chapter 133, verse 1. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unities. That's a direct quote from Psalms 133, verse 1. Hine matovu manaim sheverakim gam yachad. That's how it goes. Hine matovu manaim sheverakim gam yachad. Hine matov, look at that. Hine matov. Umanayim, la 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 la. Hine matov. So here, literally, it says, "Here is how good," or "Here is what is good." It looks like it's "Here is what is good." and what is pleasant, na'im. So look at what it says literally. Here is what is good and what is pleasant. Shevet, that's like a dwelling or sitting. Achim, brothers. Gam Yachad. I think Gam Yachad is like Gam Yachad. Gam Yachad. Yeah, together.
Gam Yachad.
Yeah, Gam Yachad is like it's like also together and also together. Brothers, they're also together. Okay, so that's how that looks like that. That's what Hine Matovu Naim Shevet Akim Gam Yachad. Hine Matovu Naim Shevet Akim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov. Looks at that. That's how it goes. Hine Matov. And then the women go Uma Naim. Lie, 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 lie. And the women go, Umanayim, la 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 la. And then it goes right back to the start of that. Oh, how, and it goes, and it's in English now. Oh, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together. Oh, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. And the women go, in unity, la 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 la. So that's how that goes. That's what they've got here in this Hebrew book. Isn't that neat? All right, I think we're going to stop there, guys. I think we covered quite a bit. I kind of bumbled a little bit. I apologize for that. Doing the best I can with this material. But I'm having a lot of fun with it, I gotta tell you. Let's see here. Excuse me. Let's get that marked up. Next time we'll do Targila 1. A lot of neat material in this. So I don't know if I've got any comments down there or not. Let's see here. So what I'm going to do is I always put this information on here. This is part of the New Earth Restoration Ministries. Okay, Newark Restoration Ministries, we're basically an eclectic group of believers who are kind of messianic, Essene, Hebrew roots, kind of a mixture of that. In other words, we keep the feast days, or we honor them at least, keep the Sabbath, and we keep the clean meat food laws and things like that. So we're kind of like messianic, I guess. And we have a Sabbath service every Saturday, which is the Sabbath, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA time. And how do you get there? TheYahad.com is a Zoom room. So download that Zoom at zoom.us. Okay, reach out to me at shul@hmisrael.com. Okay, and then also our local Greenwood, South Carolina, Yahad. What is that? It's www.hmisrael.com. Also, if you've enjoyed these studies like I do, and you know, it does cost for us to have the Zoom room running like it does, and it does cost to buy these materials. If you feel like it, or you feel so led by the Father, we're very grateful for all the donations that have come in previously, but we use Cash App and use the cash tag, if I can get my capitals right. And what is that cash tag? It is, okay, Messianic, Mikra Messianic. Put that in there, that will get to us here, and we'll put this into this materials. But this is a great study. I'm really excited about this unit. And I hope that you're excited too. I hope that you enjoy these studies. And hopefully I'll get around to putting another one on shortly. And until then, I will say Lahitraot. See you later.